In the ancient land of Aro, nestled between 7 towering sacred hills, there thrived a mighty kingdom known for its unyielding warriors, wise priests, and deep connection to the spirits of their ancestors. The people of Aro lived in harmony, guided by tradition and protected by the divine blessings of their gods. At the heart of this great kingdom stood King Okezie, a wise and respected ruler who had led his people with honor for many years. But now, the winds of change whispered ominously through the valleys and hills. A dark shadow loomed over Aro as a ruthless warlord named Ekweme gathered an army of mercenaries, intent on conquering the kingdom and seizing its sacred treasures. Ekweme was a man driven by greed and bloodlust, and his arrival threatened to shatter the peace that Aro had enjoyed for generations. In the palace of Aro, King Okezie summoned his 2 sons, Okezie and Kanu. Okezie, the eldest, was a fierce and impulsive warrior, renowned for his strength and courage in battle. Kanu, his younger brother, was a brilliant tactician, calm and calculating, with a deep understanding of Aro's history and traditions. "My sons," the king began, his voice heavy with sorrow, "Aro stands on the brink of destruction. Ekweme marches toward us with an army that outnumbers our own. Our defenses are weakened by betrayal from within. We must act swiftly, or all will be lost." Okezie clenched his fists. "Father, let me lead our warriors into battle. I will crush Ekweme and his men." Kanu shook his head. "Brute force alone will not save us, Okezie. We need strategy and the blessing of the ancestors." King Okezie nodded gravely. "Kanu is right. You must set aside your differences and journey together to the highest of the 7 hills. There, you will seek the blessing of Aro's greatest warrior spirit. Only then can we hope to triumph." Guided by the high priestess Nnenna, a wise and powerful guardian of the sacred Ofo staff, Okezie and Kanu embarked on their perilous journey. The path to the highest hill was treacherous, winding through dense forests filled with ancient spirits and unseen dangers. As they walked, Nnenna spoke in a solemn tone. "The trials you face will test your courage, wisdom, and unity. Only by standing together can you unlock the power of the ancestors." Their first trial came at the River of Shadows, where a swirling vortex threatened to pull them under. Okezie, driven by his instinct to fight, charged into the water, only to be swept away. Kanu, thinking quickly, used a rope to anchor himself and pulled his brother to safety. "You need to think before you act, Okezie," Kanu said breathlessly. "And you need to trust your instincts sometimes," Okezie retorted. Their bond strengthened by the trial, they pressed on. At the foot of the highest hill, they faced their second challenge, a wall of mystical flames that barred their path. Nnenna raised the Ofo staff, chanting ancient incantations. The flames flickered, but did not part. "This trial is yours to overcome," she said. Kanu knelt in meditation, seeking guidance from the ancestors, while Okezie stood guard. Together, they spoke the words of unity taught to them by their father. The flames subsided, granting them passage. At the summit, they encountered the spirit of Aro's greatest warrior, a towering, ethereal figure clad in ancient armor. His voice boomed like thunder. "You seek the power to save your people, but power without unity is destruction." The brothers knelt before the spirit. "We have learned to stand together as one," Okezie said earnestly. The spirit raised his spear, infusing their weapons with a radiant glow. "Go forth and protect your land. The ancestors are with you." Armed with the blessing of the ancestors, the brothers returned to Aro, where Ekweme and his army had laid siege to the kingdom. The final battle was fierce and relentless. Okezie led the charge, his spear glowing with ancestral power, while Kanu orchestrated strategic maneuvers that outwitted the enemy. The villagers, inspired by the courage of their princes, joined the fight. Ekweme, disarmed and humbled, knelt before the victorious brothers. "Spare me, and I will leave this land forever," he pleaded. Kanu's voice was firm. "You will face judgment for your crimes, but mercy will prevail." With the warlord defeated, peace was restored to Aro. King Okezie, proud of his sons, passed the royal staff to them, symbolizing their unity and shared leadership. "You have proven yourselves worthy, not only as warriors, but as leaders who embody the spirit of Aro," the king declared. The kingdom celebrated with joyful dances and songs that echoed through the valleys and hills. Nnenna, her mission fulfilled, stood at the edge of the village, gazing toward the sacred hills as the sun set. The spirit of the ancestral warrior watched over Aro. a faint glow illuminating the highest hill. The kingdom, once threatened by destruction, now thrived in peace and prosperity, guided by the wisdom of its leaders and the blessings of the ancestors. And so the Chronicles of Blood and Glory came to an end, leaving behind a legacy of courage, unity, and ancestral wisdom.
Thank you for watching Seen and Heard Stories. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating African folktale stories. See you in the next story.